This is Dr. Amie Harwick, licensed marriage and family therapist. Have you ever had that rush of excitement when you meet somebody new? That feeling of puppy love, the honeymoon phase, infatuation? Your brain is covered in chemicals that make you think different things. It's so exciting, but you might find yourself acting outside of your norm. Let's talk about what that is, why we do it, and what to do about it. It's called new relationship energy. So we all know the story of Romeo and Juliet. Boy meets girl, they fall in love, their families don't approve, and in a desperate romantic move, they both commit suicide because they can't be together. Now, have you ever really thought about this? They knew each other for 4 days. That whole story is over the course of 4 days. Looks like Romeo and Juliet both were in that new relationship phase and were making some pretty intense decisions. Now, we've all been in that stage. It's the new phase of a relationship. That's what's so exciting. It drives us to be around people that are new. It even drives some people to cheat on relationships because they want that new feeling. Now, this isn't always a bad thing. It's there for a reason. It creates that initial intense bond to a partner, but it sometimes wears off after a little while. Now, it actually does change the biology of your brain. There was a study that looked at blood test results from people who had obsessive compulsive disorder and people who were in that new relationship phase, and they were similar. Other parts of the brain that change are really interesting as well. In fact, the brain releases more testosterone and estrogen, those sex chemicals that get you going when you meet somebody new. It also releases more adrenaline, serotonin, dopamine. It actually recreates a feeling of being on drugs. There is a reason that people feel addicted to love and addicted to that new partner is because your brain is actually feeling these things. Now, it's important to recognize that and have that awareness that your brain actually changes, your perceptions are distorted, your feelings are more extreme, because you're going to make different decisions when you feel this way. Enjoy this feeling, go with it. It's the roller coaster of life that's sometimes unpredictable and very exciting, but it can also lead you to make some decisions that maybe aren't the most healthy for you. Sometimes when we're in that new relationship, we make decisions that maybe aren't the best for us, but they feel like a great idea at the time. It's important to remember in that first few months, maybe even up to 6 months or a year, you might be making decisions that aren't the decisions you would make if you were in a completely logical state of mind. So let's treat that new part of a relationship with caution. Be mindful. Don't move in with somebody after just a couple months. Maybe hold off on getting hitched right away. Big life decisions should wait just a little bit of time because your brain is literally on drugs. It's on all the drugs that you're producing to create that attachment, that bond, that sexual feeling. Then there's the whole concept of love addiction. Some people say there's love and sex addiction. Now, that's not actually a diagnosable term in the DSM, which is the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual. It's how psychiatrists, psychologists, and mental health professionals actually diagnose conditions. However, there is an issue that people can have with compulsive behavior, and you can be compulsive with a person or behavior or sexual behaviors. The problem is when we make these decisions based on that new exciting feeling, that new relationship energy, and then that new relationship energy wears off, we're left to deal with the decisions that we made, and we may not really support these decisions anymore. So it's important to be mindful that that new exciting feeling that you have, that frame of time, is temporary, and that excitement will wear off, and that's okay and it's normal. And then you have a partnership to work on. Enjoy that bond as it forms, but remember that excitement does wear off. That excitement can actually reappear with the same person. So it's not a lost cause. Sometimes relationships wane and gain in excitement or intensity. Sometimes you don't see each other for a little while, you see each other again, and that excitement flares back up. That can happen too. But we have to remember that that excitement is a temporary feeling, and there's other types of love and relationship that will stay with you for a longer period of time. So how do you deal with this new relationship energy besides enjoying it? Well, it's really important to have a clear sense of yourself. Understand what your mission is. What are your goals? Make sure you don't put those aside for somebody else, especially in the beginning of the relationship. You can focus on somebody else and the excitement of the relationship and still focus on you at the same time. Do you have maybe a career goal that you want to achieve, a certain level of education, a hobby that you want to focus on? Keep those things a priority. Remember your mission as you're still in this relationship. Another thing that's important is being able to recognize that you are in a new relationship, it's exciting, and your judgments and perceptions are going to be distorted, and understanding that and being aware of that is very important. Lastly, if you're about to make a big change in that first few months of meeting somebody, stop, take a breather, think about it, process it, journal it, talk to friends. Really take a moment before you jump in and throw caution to the wind, because you may regret it later. Not saying that it's always a bad thing. It's fun and exciting, and that's part of life, that unpredictability. But you still want to make sure that you're responsible and taking care of yourself at the same time. I hope you enjoyed the video on new relationship energy. Now remember, as much as it does cause you to do things that are maybe outside your norm, maybe a little wacky, enjoy the ride. It's all part of relationships, being in love, and the unpredictability of life. Enjoy it. Until next time, this is Dr. Amie Harwick, licensed marriage and family therapist. You can check me out on social media, Dr. Amie Harwick on Instagram, Facebook, or my website, dramieharwick.com. And feel free to comment or ask any questions below on this YouTube video.